I hadn't planned to stop by. I was just passing through the neighborhood when something compelled me to swing past the house. What I overheard, though, froze me in place. Isabel stepped out of the bathroom, wrapped in nothing but a towel, laughing with a man whose voice I didn't recognize. Her words hit me harder than any punch. In that instant, everything changed. I knew exactly what I was going to do. My revenge would be swift, precise, brutal. The day had started like any other. I'd left the office a few hours early, mind still tangled in the details of a major merger I was overseeing. Driving past our townhouse on my way to the gym, I noticed Isabel's car in the driveway. Odd. She'd told me she had meetings late into the evening. A chill slid down my spine, but I shrugged it off. Stop being paranoid, Adrian. Still, something didn't sit right. Quietly, I unlocked the door and stepped inside. The place was too quiet, except for the faint sound of running water upstairs. Then I heard him. That was incredible, the stranger laughed. I can't believe you're actually pulling this off. My heart stopped. Isabel responded with a soft, breathless chuckle. Adrian's completely clueless. He thinks I'm at work. We've got hours. Then silence, followed by the sound of a kiss. My grip tightened around the staircase railing until my knuckles turned white. My entire body went cold. She was cheating on me. In our home. In our bed. I should have stormed up there, dragged him out, demanded answers. But I didn't. I stayed still. And in that pause, I saw the bigger picture. I wouldn't yell. I wouldn't fight. I'd make her pay. Properly. I backed out slowly, stepped outside, and got in my car. But I wasn't shaking. I wasn't heartbroken. I was calm, calculating. This marriage was dead. Fine. But I wasn't going to leave quietly. She had no idea who she was playing with. I pulled out my phone and dialed Luca, my closest friend and a wizard with digital systems. "Luca," I said, voice steady. "I need your help." There was a short pause. "What's going on?" "My wife's cheating on me. I need evidence. All of it." He didn't say anything at first. Then finally, "I'm on it." Within 2 days, Luca delivered. Every message, every phone call, every hotel booking. He even tapped into our home security system and pulled footage of the two of them together. Undeniable proof. Isabel wasn't just cheating. She was flaunting it. But I wasn't interested in divorce alone. That would be letting her off easy. I wanted everything. Her sense of control, her status, her security, her dignity. And the first strike would be psychological. Over the next few days, I played the perfect husband, brought her breakfast in bed, asked about her meetings, smiled like nothing was wrong. Every kind gesture was part of the setup. Then came the bait. I suggested a weekend trip, somewhere we'd always wanted to go, an exclusive villa just outside the city. Her face lit up. "Seriously?" "Oh my God, Adrian, you're amazing." I smiled back. "Just wanted to surprise you. You deserve it." She started packing with the excitement of a woman who believed she'd won. She had no idea that her world was already crumbling beneath her feet. On the morning of the trip, I told her I'd be a bit late, some last-minute work to take care of. She left ahead of me, suitcase in tow, happy and unsuspecting. The moment she pulled away, I called my lawyer. It was time. I locked her out of every single account we shared. Credit cards, savings, everything. Gone. She woke up one morning financially paralyzed. Then I delivered the real blow. I gathered every message, every steamy exchange, every timestamp hotel visit, and sent it all, and censored, to her parents, her closest friends, even her company's HR department. Years of carefully polished image gone in seconds. The sweet, respectable woman they thought they knew, obliterated. And yet, the real climax hadn't even hit. When Isabel pulled up to the villa we were supposed to be enjoying together, she was greeted by a table set for two, champagne chilling in a bucket, and a sleek folder sitting dead center. Curious, she opened it, probably expecting a note from me or a romantic itinerary. What she found instead was a curated dossier of her lies. Screenshots of messages, snapshots from our home security feed, and a signed copy of the divorce petition. On top of everything sat a single handwritten note. I was just passing through, but what I overheard changed everything. You never saw this coming. Consider my goodbye. I never showed up. I didn't call. I left her there to sit with her shame, alone in a dream villa that had turned into the scene of her undoing. My phone was off the entire day, while she sat there spiraling, trying to understand how everything fell apart. I was making sure the truth landed like a bombshell. Her boss got the full package, photos, transcripts, everything. Her reputation in the finance world? Shredded. Her parents? Horrified. Her so-called loyal friends? Radio silence. Every person who used to say, "You're lucky to have Isabel," gone. By the time I turned my phone back on that evening, it was flooded. Missed calls, voicemails, panic. The first message I read was from her. "Eden, please. We need to talk." Then another. "Something's wrong. My bank cards aren't working. What's going on? Did you do this?" And one more. "Why is my mom crying on the phone? Eden, what have you done?" I smirked and sent just one reply. "Me? You'll figure it out." Then I blocked her. When Isabel eventually drove back to the house, probably still thinking she could fix things with a few fake tears and some desperate apology, she found her life sitting on the lawn. Her suitcases were stacked neatly by the sidewalk. A moving truck idled nearby, ready to take the last of her belongings. And waiting out front, arms crossed and disappointment heavy in their eyes, stood her parents. She rushed toward them, panic taking over. "What's happening?" Her mother stared at the ground, voice trembling. "We saw it all, Isabel." Her father's jaw clenched. "You embarrassed us. You had a husband most people only dream of, and you threw away for that." He turned his back. "Dad, please." He cut her off cold. "Adrian sent us everything. Do you even understand what you've done?" Then she turned to me, her face crumbling into rage. This is all you're doing." I leaned against my car, arms folded, calm as ever. "No, Isabel, you did this. I just made sure you couldn't run from it." She shot a desperate glance at the front door. "You can't kick me out. This house is mine, too." I smiled slowly. "Not anymore." Her voice cracked. "What?" "You didn't notice, did you?" I said, "Weeks ago, I had the title transferred into my name. And while you were busy playing house with someone else, I emptied every joint account." She looked like she'd been punched. Her hands flew to her mouth. You can't do this to me." I shrugged. Already done. But it didn't end there. Her job? Gone. Her boss didn't want someone whose scandalous personal life was being shared like gossip in an office break room. Her friends? They vanished. Turned out most of them were just tolerating her because of me. And the man she threw it all away for? The moment she lost her comfort and her clout, he ghosted her. 3 days later, she sent one last message. "Eden, I have nowhere to go. I messed up. I miss you. Please, let's talk. We can fix this." I didn't answer, because finally she understood. She'd been so sure I'd always be there, so sure I'd forgive her, that I'd bend, break, and crawl back like some desperate fool. But this time, she had nothing left to take from me, and I had nothing left to give. 2 weeks later, I sat in my new office, promotion in hand, fresh city, clean start. Isabel was nothing more than a closed chapter. Then, as I scrolled through my feed, a photo stopped me cold. There she was, alone in a grimy little cafe, looking hollow, drained, and utterly wrecked. The caption? "Some mistakes can't be undone." Damn right, I thought. I leaned back in my chair, a smile tugging at the edge of my lips. Revenge? It wasn't just cold. It was ice. Because betrayal isn't just about breaking a heart. It's about violating trust, stomping on loyalty, and assuming the other person will always come crawling back. But sometimes the one you burned lets you burn alone.